Hey, Mike Warren here. I want to talk about the best businesses to buy. It's the most common question I get is people who are just getting started in the business of acquisitions. They say, well, Mike, what types of companies should I buy? Well, you have a couple different choices. You have blue collar and you have white collar. In blue collar, you might have things like HVAC, construction, some engineering type companies. And white collar, you might have media companies, you might have solar and things of that nature, right? So in these different types of companies, if I'm looking at white collar, more than likely, I'm looking at doing some kind of a roll up or minority acquisition, roll all these different companies together and then sell it off as a large unit. So if you remember in the movie Pretty Woman, Richard Gere, he would take these billion-dollar companies and he would break them apart and he'd sell off the pieces. But what we do instead is we get a bunch of smaller companies, we roll them together, we piece them together, right? Building blocks, we piece them together and we sell that off as a larger unit. Even though these individual companies don't make any additional money, because we can piece them together. And by the way, you can do this virtually with no money out of your pocket. You don't actually have to buy them. You just have to get agreement and we can piece it together and then we can sell it off to a company who wants to gain traction in this particular market niche in these different geographic areas. We could piece it together and sell it off for much more than they are worth individually. So we kind of do that whole Richard Gere model from Pretty Woman. We do that in reverse. We sell it off. Now, if we want to buy a blue collar like HVAC or construction or engineering companies, and these are some companies we're working on right now, these are very easy to buy because you'll get retiring sellers. They're super easy to buy. You get owner financing, and they're very easy also to sell. So we don't have to worry about coming up with a ton of cash. There's assets in the business. There's cash flow in the business. They're highly profitable. So these are some of the best businesses to buy and then to resell. Now, if you want to play the bigger game, like for instance, we're doing a roll up with some marketing and media companies. So in the last 18 months, we went from one company of $2.5 million to now a valuation of over $230 million. We did that in 18 months by rolling up smaller companies that are geographically different, piecing it together, taking a combined cash flow and making it bigger, because our goal is ultimately to take it IPO and probably in that $500 million range. And we'll do that hopefully in the next year or so. So if you think about it, you've got a couple different plays. You got easy bread and butter companies that solid cash flow, solid profit, can make you $1 million a year in profit that you can then turn around and sell very easily. And you also have your bigger play where you do your roll-ups and you take it public. So many different ways to go out there and do deals. But think about where you want to focus. My goal for you is for you to have immediate success. Your blue collar companies are simple. They're easy to do. A lot of owner financing. It's not very complicated. Don't worry about doing a roll up later. Partner with us if you want to do something like that, or find another private equity group that you can partner with and do that as well. Start with your blue collar companies first. They're tried and true. Even e-commerce, Amazon companies, they're good as well. But make sure in every scenario, regardless where blue collar, e-commerce, white collar, you do your due diligence and you build the right team around you, not only for looking at the financials, looking at the legal, looking at your risk, looking at the intellectual property, and coming up with the money for down payment, cash flow, re-engineering some of the numbers so that you can make it more profitable, tax benefits, all these things you want to take a look at. If you want us to help you, just check out one of our training videos and we'll show you exactly how we work. There's probably a link somewhere here near this video. All right, that's it for today. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.